Welcome to Dan's Diary, week 49 of the house build. I hope this week's been good to you as it has to me. Progress seems to be going, we seem to be progressing. We're now 14 days behind target, but mitigating circumstances are that Joy and I were a tad late in appointing the AC people, and they don't start till next week. And the kitchen guy who's doing it, Eldrin, his father is in hospital, quite serious, so his attention quite naturally has been drawn towards the hospital rather than doing my kitchen. That said, the marble's due to arrive next week, so his guys can return and finish that, can't they? Right, so we've got 541 members, so thank you very much, all you newbies. This one is especially for you. Right, so let's have a look what happened this week. There you go, the guys just giving it the first coat. Then we come back later with the painters and they give it the second coat and do all the cutting in. Yeah. Well, I got a phone call from wherever it was, and I've collected the boxes. So there's a cabinet, there's the sink, and there's the mirror. There's also a shelf in there somewhere. So they go in there. We just lock that door. Then I've done the same for here. So mirror, cabinet, sink, that goes in there. The big sink in there, the fancy sink, was actually, it had a mark on it, so that got rejected. So we've got a mirror and some U-bends and connections and whatnot. And then upstairs, Ronnie's already put the sink, the basin and the cabinet on the landing upstairs, waiting to go in that room. Right, what Ronnie's doing at the minute, I can see he's put the last bit of wood there. That was a request from Joy, so we had to do it. This is the handrail. So he's just making that to size, and then he'll place it on here. So we've got a nice wooden handrail, and it'll all blend in well. So well done to Ronnie. Yeah, the door guy was here this morning, and he looked at a little movement crack that we've got going here, and he said, "Don't worry about that, Daniel." He said, "We'll fix that, no problems." So I think he's coming back tomorrow. Put the ironmongery on so it's all locked up properly, and a little bit of remedial work to that crack. So things are progressing on the doors. There's the gates and the pedestrian gate, vehicle gate, and the wall fencing. So he did a tack welding to get it into shape, and now he's doing the full welding. A touch of paint, and we can stick them on. So that is looking quite nice, isn't it? Or it will look quite nice when it's finished. This guy knows what he's doing. There's me random a pattern that I wanted. Random pattern, yeah. Here's a couple of pictures of the stairs. Now the handrail has been added by Ronnie. So you've got a nice handrail to the left hand side going up, and a nice handrail on the left hand side going up to the bedroom area on the top floor. Very nice job. Well, what's happening today? Well, we've got Ronnie doing bits and bobs. Tomorrow is, well, he finished the handrail this morning. There was a bit missing on the upstairs balcony, and that I noticed that was done. And then tomorrow he's going to start the bathrooms, the installation of the hand basin. The doors are continuing to be worn in the sun to see what damage will happen, and then they're going to come later on in the week and finish the doors off, because by then they'll have stopped moving. The kitchen guys are here. They are just doing some bits and bobs to infill the time, waiting for the lights and the marble to arrive. The welders, let's go and have a look at the welders and see what they're up to. Now we've got one section, that one's not yet welded in, and there's two more sections on that side, the big gate and the small gate. So he's starting, by the look of it, to weld the top gate in place, isn't he? I'll tell you what, that'll add a touch of something, won't it? That'll make it look. At the moment, you see, without the gates on and without those panels there, it looks kind of inviting to the wrong sort of person. I think once those are in place, it will certainly add a touch of knock before you enter. So I think that's going to be nice, I really do. Yep, well done to the welders. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. So it would appear there's a hinge top and bottom. Oh, that's the entry gate. That's the entry gate. Very nice too. This is the main gate. We've gone for 4 sections on the main gate because if I did 2, when I open it, I can't open it inwards because it would hit the ramp. So it's got to open outwards. If it opens outwards and it's 2 gates, I'm going to be in the middle of the road. So we've done for 4 gates, hence you see 4 sections. There you go. That's what we've done. Now the barbecue unit. Let me stand back a bit. The barbecue unit is going to have a patio that goes around the side, around the front, and maybe down there a little bit. So what these 2 guys are doing, or one guy's doing, he's digging out the footings so he can pour that to do a proper job of laying the concrete. Okay, so that's started. So that's good news, isn't it? There's my little painter putting the first coat on, and then, like I said yesterday, the touch-up starts with the proper painters. But he's just doing the giving it an undercoat, giving it a good coat. Thank you very much. Right, we've got Ronnie working in the bathrooms. So he's hung one of the wall-mounted hand basins. That's mounted on the wall. He's just got to put the taps, which I've just collected from Wicks or whatever it's called, and he's got to put the U-bend in. That one is then done. That's done. The shower just needs connecting up that hose pipe and plugging in the wall, and the shower glass just needs a reinforcing bar across the top, and then they can hang the door. This room is coming on quite well. Right, the one in the kids' bathroom, the shower is fully functional, except we just have to connect up a few pipes, water pipe and the hose pipe, and then that's working. Do some grouting here and there. Okay, the mirrors and the shelves have got to go in place on all the rooms. This one Ronnie put on the wall, but Joy doesn't like it. She's just going to move it over a bit so it goes for, so there's a space at the side. So we're just going to move that across a little bit, but that's looking good. So more power to Ronnie. I bought 4 sets of taps, or faucets, the Americans say. So they look quite nice actually. Now, Ronnie at the minute, So there's my basin. There's the pop-up with a ceramic top, so it matches that. And what he's doing, he's just taking the tiles off there because he's got to move the waste and the water along a bit to about that location, or even a little bit further, maybe into the corner, so we can put this in the corner. So poor old Ronnie's redoing all his tiles. I brought on site today the glass hob burner and the sink. So, Ronnie, right, I was just telling Ronnie we're going to put those 2 in the man cave room in case they get stolen, if I leave them out. So those 2 are on site. The kitchen guys aren't on site yet. They're waiting for the granite. Did I get it right? Yeah, granite. So, now this this big old centre island is going to be in one piece of granite. So you can imagine it's not the skinny bits that you see in the hardware shops. It's a big one from the, from the suppliers. So we've got a big one coming there. It's black with speckles. I think it's called Midnight something or other. And it's the same one to go around there. They bought it. It's in Manila at the moment. And Santos is bringing it over here, hopefully today or Saturday. But definitely it'll be here Monday. So that's good. I also bought these. These are plug sockets that have got a connection here, so it's at 90 degrees, which means it's a lot skinnier when it sticks out the wall, which means that they'll have more space behind the fridge, and we won't need an adapter, and we can get one there, miss one, and one there. So the fridge and the external door can plug into here, and the microwave and the oven can plug into there. So they'll be happy knowing that they've got to re-plug all those appliances. Oh yeah, what were they doing yesterday? Hang on a minute. Yeah, they were putting together some metal containers that go in the drawers. I'm not sure which of these drawers it goes in, but it'll go in some of these drawers. I would have said maybe it might go in that one. Yeah, it might go in that one. There you go. Right, what we got outside? Let's go and have a look outside. Outside, around the barbecue area, we've excavated the footing length of the wall, if you want to call it a wall. It's just a small patio that goes all the way around the outside. So all that will be concreted with some paving look like concrete. Now we've ordered and paid for the grass. This is approx 3,000 square metres, this plot, and by the time you take off the house and the bit behind the wall, barbecue area, and this slopey bit to about here, you get to about 2,000 metres. And the reason we're doing it to here is that we can grass all of this right the way up to there and put some paving slabs around in like a path and generally make it look tarty and nice. But from here, now if you remember, this area came from over there, so this is backfilled soil. It's not compacted as much as it's not been vibrated. It's compacted by the weight of the soil, but so this area is not compacted, just this bit here. So in the rainy season, which is not too far away, maybe a couple of months, this lot may well decide to take a trip down there. This angle's pretty good. It's, what is it, 45 degree over there. It's probably 45. Yeah, it's 45 degree. If you look over there in that place there, that's 45 as well, and that's not moved, and that's been like that for decades. So I'm not expecting this to mammothly move. It might have furrows in it where the rain furrows its way downhill, and it also might have it might go down a little bit, like compaction, but that's why we're not doing the soil, the grass all the way. So we'll let this one do what it does, and then after the rainy season we'll take a revisit, and we can put something here. We can put a border of plants, we could put a fence. Well, we've got a fence there, but we could have a knee-high fence. We could grass it, we could do anything we like to it, but I want to see what the rainy season is going to do to it before I put grass on it, because, you know, this is about 50,000 pesos worth of grass. I don't want that to slope off there and I've wasted 50,000. While we're looking over here, we got the weed killer man back in the other week, and he's weed killed all down here. You can see it's all gradually dying off now, look, and all that's disappeared and gone. That's gone grey, little brown. So that weed killer's doing its job, isn't it? Now, while I tell you, Wednesday, we're expecting next week, sometime next week, we might be expecting the odd bit of grass to arrive, because we've paid Joel the external works money. I think he starts doing the clearance and the levelling works from Monday onwards, and then give it 3 days. It won't take 3 days, but give it 3 days, depends how many men he puts on it, and then we can get some grass in. I don't know where they're going to start doing the grass, maybe right over there, maybe at the front, I really don't know. We've got to bring the plants that we want to plant from our house over here between now and then, because the garden centre that's supplying the grass will also be assisting in the levelling of the ground and the planting of the existing plants that we bought and the ones from our house, and they'll be doing the grassing as well. So it'll be a smooth operation next week, I don't think, and maybe I'll be standing here next week with a hint of green. Let's have a look at the paint. Oh, no, what can you see, boys and girls? All of that's had its first or second coat on the guttering. All round there has, all round there has. They've gone around the outside of the upper part on that side. That's had a good dose of paint. So they've only got that bit in the side left. From the back, yeah, taking shape. Yeah, you can see what a good job they've done of that. They've done the cutting in perfectly, haven't they? There's not a speck of that dark grey on that white at all. Very nice indeed. Very nice. And there's the front view of the guttering. Again, they've done the cutting in well. Alright, there's that bit there. They've got to take the masking tape off. And the upper part there just needs a cutting in, but the rest of it, and they've done across the front, is looking very nice indeed. Now, what was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something. Ah yes, I want to move some of the cameras. Two cameras. The one over there at the front, which looks this way, I'm going to just move that a couple of inches so you get a better view down this road. And the one on the barbecue area that does the back of the house, I want to move that slightly this way so you get all of the back of the house in shot. I've contacted the CCTV boys and they say yes, no problem. That's moving it's a DIY job. I guess you can move it standing on a step ladder. You haven't got to have a scaffolding, so I'll do that in a couple of weeks. Well, there's my front door gate. I've got a man-sized hinge up there. I've got a man-sized hinge down the bottom. And the paint colour, all of this is just in primer grey at the minute. Don't worry about that, that's going to change. But that looks very formidable. Let me stand over here. Yeah, that looks very formidable, doesn't it? That looks like it's taking shape. We're not going any further down this wall with these with the Ironworks because it's quite a drop, it's quite a climb up anyway. But just near the gates, I think that's perfectly adequate. But that's beginning to take shape now, ladies and gentlemen. If we had the front door fixed and that big gate on, the front of the house is getting there, isn't it? It is getting. All of this has got to be smoothed off and cleaned and then concreted. The front bit. That's the CCTV camera. I'm just going to move a little bit. We've got the emblem for the house. That's turning up next week. And we've got the planters. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 planters that we can plant some plants in. Yeah, it's coming on well. We're nearly there. Hats off to Joel. The columns we've gone in twice there. 2 at the top to expose the reinforcing bars. Same with that column, and I'll show you why right now. We've welded on these hinges, so they will bottom and the top. They'll be attached to another one of those man-sized hinges. This guy's just going through filling in 1 or 2 little burn through holes, I guess. And then these 2 gates should be ready for being hung. Thank you, guys. I thought you'd like to see this. This is taken from my CCTV and it's the first pictures of the driveway gates actually in place. So things are taking shape. Let's see if I can recap on everything that's been done this week. First thing is the painting of the guttering. all of that's been done. I can see that, that's looking very nice. They've even done the front bit there, so I'm well pleased with that. You've seen the gates. Well, the gates, I tell you what, those hinges, they've got some kind of a massive ball bearing in. Then it's not metal on metal or concrete on concrete. It's like as smooth as can be. It's like glass. So very pleased with that. Now these gates have got the same kind of attachment, so they're going to be easy to open. So all he's got to do here is hinges and a central lock. Then we can open and shut this as the case may be, so I'm quite happy with them. Yes, all the guttering's been done now, so we're another step forward, we really are. This just needs a clean out and we're ready to start adding water to that. I might get me U-bolts for these posts in the post from Shopee this week, so that'll be something to look forward to. Joy's, I don't know what Joy's doing. What are you doing, Joy? She's watering the plants. Oh dear. Is your lovely hose pipe all damaged? There you go, she's got it. Now while she's struggling at that, we'll go and have a look at the barbecue area, which is taking shape. Oh, let's go around here. Excuse me, Maisie. So we're going to have some kind of a concrete path that goes all the way around here. This is just the edge bit where the grass goes up to the concrete, so we don't get it morphing into the two. So all of that will be concreted next week, I'm guessing, because that'll gone hard by Monday. The boys turn up. Do you want me to do that? The boys turn up, I'm told, Monday to start clearing this, clearing the rubbish. I can tell they've cleared, or they've started to clear, or they've done something over here. And I think maybe up there as well. But the rest of it's looking like a building site. So they're going to have to clear all that and clear the stones off here to be able to smooth and level the soil before they start putting grass down. Obviously all this will have to be scraped off and cleaned, won't it? Can't lay grass on that, it won't grow. When did we last do the weed killing?
Sunday.
When?
Sunday.
Shit, so it's only had a week. That might still be in the soil for when they start installing the grass.
But they didn't put weed killer in here.
Where did he put it?
Only on those areas where there are some plants.
Oh, well, okay, that's great news. Yeah. So all this rubbish will get shifted. Now what they've got to do, the balance of work here, we've got tiles on the top. We've got to make the top of the walls smooth. I might as well stand here and tell you. Obviously we've got to put the covers on these plates. All of the ceiling is now, all of these supports have now been painted black. That's looking quite nice. Bits they've got left to do over there, you can see. Oops, over there you can see there's a bit that they've got to paint black. Did they do that infill piece? No, there's an infill piece right down the bottom that's got to be continued and painted black. They're obviously painting black this one. They've probably left that while they do the making good of the top. Sparky's got to make sure all this wire is not hanging and in the ground and away from damage. There'll be some rendering on that block work there, I dare say. I might put a sheet, attach it to that, and then just hang it down here to protect this from the heat. One thing that's got to be done while I'm here is the roof sheeting overlaps this structure, this bar, and I have seen in the wind that flaps a tad, so we'll just get a cutter and zip that straight down there. Then when all that's done, we can put the lights in, and the top goes down, supplied by the kitchen guys. Stick a sink in there, ready to use. All this will be concreted. So that's the plans, but what actually took place? Well, as I said, the gutter in, and this bit here round the outside. But what I'm interested to seeing is the insides. So let's have a little poke insides and see what we can see. So let's have a little walk around the house and see what's changed since last week. And I'll start with the upstairs bedroom. Ronnie's installed the hand basin. He's connected up the water and the waste. I've just had a look, so that's all ready to work. Okay, well, you've got to make sure it doesn't leak, but that's all connected up. The toilet is connected up. The shower just needs a little bit of finessing before that's ready. And the shower needs another piece of glass because they mismeasured the length, and then that'll be ready. Now the kitchen this week, they sliced out the hole for the cooker, not the cooker, the hob. They sliced out the hole for the sink, so they know those two fit. That's the connection for the hob electrics down there. This is where the gas bottle goes, or on reflection I might put the gas bottle here so it doesn't put gas near that electrical fuse. This is the hob, the extractor. You just press that button and nothing happens. Oh, because it's not plugged in yet. It's not plugged in yet, okay. Now they're getting ready to put the LED lights in. LED lights go underneath this, all the way around there, these two and that one, and they've marked on the wall, as you can see, LED light line. So they've got to hack into the wall, across there, connect into the power switch, and that'll be my LED lights. Why has it gone out of focus? Don't know whether I showed you. Why isn't this going into focus? Hello? I bought these tiles. These are the splashback tiles. Hold on a minute, Joy. These are the splashback tiles. So those will go on the back. Right. What Joy's going to do is go out and use the external door bell, and we should see something happen on the inside. Okay, she's gone out the gate. Here's my TV screen. She's taking her own sweet time about pressing it. So what? I press this green button. Hello?
Hello?
I can see you, but can you see me?
No, I cannot see you, but I can hear you.
Is it quite clear?
Yes.
Right.
I would like to
You want to speak
She's
with?
there?
You want to speak with Macy?
Yes.
No,
Please.
she's by the door. She's thinking about going out.
Macy.
She-
Worf. Worf.
Now you're gonna. Is there any chance you could stand a bit higher?
No, I cannot.
Right, you're right behind a button that says. What does that do? Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's probably better if you're your height. Oh, she's gone off. So we know that works, don't we? We know that works. Right, the guest bedroom. Start again. The guest. There's nothing. The visitor's toilet has got the basin standing in the right place. Looks very nice. I think the water's plugged in at the minute, but the waste trap is not connected. It's got the pop-up one. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I think that works. He's taken the tiles off. He's put the new tiles back. That just needs a clean because it's got the grout on it, hasn't it? It's got the grout. That's why it's a different colour. It is. I've just rubbed a bit there, so that's just got the grout on the top. What's that there? Oh, that's nothing. Toilet's ready. It will be once that's all connected up and ready to go. So we're quite happy with that room. Yeah, that looks really nice in the corner. Really, really nice. The kids have got their hand basin. Ronnie's moved it away from the wall, like so. The only problem is, well, it's not a problem. The old screw hole is there. So what we'll do, we'll just get rid of that roll plug, and then we'll fill that with grout. You'll always know it's there because you've seen it now, but once the grout's in place, you won't see it at all. And finally, the guest bedroom. Let's see what's happened here. I think we saw this midweek. Well, still there, still on the wall. So that one's all ready as well. And that's centred to the window. That'll look quite nice. On all of these, we got a shelf and a mirror. So the shelf and the mirror can't go above the basins because that's where the windows are. So we're going to have to put them on that side wall. That's no problem, is it? Okay, so good progress for Ronnie. He's hung 4 or 5 of those. Well, that was good, wasn't it? You have to pardon Michael Mann. He's doing my camera work this week. Yes, I hope your next week goes fine for you. I hope everything goes okay. I hope it goes well for me as well. We should see a bit of greenery out the back, and the welder's back doing a spot of work. The painters might be here, the labourers might be here, AC guys might be here, window guy might turn up, Ronnie might do something in the bathrooms. So next week should be interesting as well. So without further ado, I wish you all a great week and look after yourselves. See you next week.
Game over.